Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines. In the previous episode we built the high society industry. Only educated and well-educated are gonna work in this district. So far it's working phenomenally, however I just noticed we have a wave of poop coming at us. Quite literally, over here we have a tsunami stemming from our poop water. I knew this was gonna bite us in the ass. But alas, that's how it goes. I'm gonna send everyone to their respective shelters and we're gonna endure this catastrophe.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Also, you might want to avoid breathing in. It's not gonna be a pleasure. I mean, it doesn't actually look that bad. I think a tsunami just washes over the lands. People are unhappy for a couple of days and then everyone is gonna go about their business. But with all the poop water mixed in, I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Okay, shopping district is gonna suffer a lot, and the old town, it's gonna go through the entirety of the old town. Oh lord. Okay, that's not good. Well, at least we send people to their shelters, you know? There's nothing really to complain about. Also, we have a pumping station. We're good for the foreseeable future. Oh no, how long is this gonna last? I'm suffering a lot here. Look at that, minus 45,000 income.
A tsunami has struck the city.
Just stop at this point, please. Even the ships have troubles now. What are you guys doing? Ah, you cannot continue here. I get it. Why does this have to happen to me? Tram routes are interrupted. Shopping districts are flooded. Poop water all over the parks. Okay. Wait, I think we're good. Let's send the people back to work. Yeah, the ships can also continue here now. That wasn't so bad, was it? Right? Now, we just have some more flooding here that's left, but I guess... Can I just wait for this? My freaking pumping service should take care of that. Okay, looks like we suffered a couple of dead people and a few abandonments. I guess that's not too bad of a result, and we're also in the plus again. By the way, I installed a mod, and don't worry, it's just a visual thing. The extended info panel, I'm also gonna add it to the list in the description. Well, it's not really a list, it's 3 mods so far. But down here in the info panel, I can just get so many nice and handy information. I can also click several things in order to get to the overlays. So if I wanted to know about traffic, for instance, we could check out here. We have 4,700 cars or trucks at the moment, and we can check out the traffic situation this way. So handy. And the larger the city grows, the more happy I am to actually get this information quickly. This freaking tsunami really threw off what I already established here. It was running really well. We had a balance once again with all the demands. Shut up, lady. I can still show you what improvements I made. For instance, we now have up here a police helicopter depot. These guys can basically take care of any problem that arises criminally in this district. I also installed 2 more recycling centers right here, and finally I think I fixed the cargo loop. Yeah, I did something here to the roads. As you can see right here, instead of people taking a direct left turn, they go up a little bit across the road and nobody gets in each other's way. Now, this is crazy with the rain right now, but I haven't had a proper look at the city in nighttime. I think we should do that more often. With the extended info panel, I can also conveniently swap between the 2 modes. By the way, I did have enough residential demand in order to finish zoning the Olympus district. This is why we are already at 45,000 people and almost at the next milestone. Pretty cool. I just gotta love the moment when it gets nighttime. Like this one the most, when all the lights pop up. But I guess whenever I have to build something, it's not very convenient, also not optimal for YouTube. We still have lots of problems, mostly not enough buyers for products, or not, yeah, that's the biggest problem. What I did to mitigate that is actually build more commercial. I even replaced my lovely cemetery in the trade school district. I was really sad about that. Maybe it would be a good idea to expand this slightly. Add a couple more shopping centers in order to hopefully increase the demand for our products here. In terms of upgrades, we're actually not doing bad. You can see most of the industry is already at level 3, except all the buildings that have been abandoned recently. It's still going on. Let's let it calm down a bit more. Before the tsunami, it was actually really pretty well balanced. Another funny thing I discovered is that the people are not being serviced here, especially the dead people here. They're not being collected. The problem is that there is no access. There is literally no car on this road because they have no way to get there. That's funny enough. The reason they can't get there is because I made this a one-way. I guess technically we could make an exception here and maybe make this a two-way. Yeah, there we go. Let's upgrade this to two-way. No, that's occupied. So we might just want to go ahead and redo that. Yeah, we probably cannot do this straight, except we take another road type. Let's try this one and then upgrade it to a highway. Yeah, that might just work out for what I have in mind. Now we can also collect the dead people here. I had a similar problem with this metro station. People weren't able to access it with the car, so what I had to do is add a little street in order for them to be able to turn around. While we're waiting for things to get back to normal, why don't we go ahead and set up a road here for our cargo station? We could just start right here, and for now I think I'm gonna combine the cargo and passenger lines. So all we're gonna do is hook this up right there, and maybe we can take a little turn right there, go up and join up with this track as well. All we need now is a way for the trucks to exit the highway. They should do that here, but with just a normal highway ramp. They should also be able to leave in both directions. How do we want to do that? They should also be able to enter from both directions. So I guess I'm gonna have to tunnel a little bit or go above ground. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go above ground. So I'm gonna do something like that. Go above ground here as well. Yeah, I guess it's good enough for now in order to get things rolling. Okay, cargo is now available and they can then join the district. Cool. As usual, once I know this concept is gonna be worth it, I might just fix the tracks, but for now I'm happy. We want to be sure the station is actually utilized, but if it is, it's gonna reduce the amount of trucks we have for sure. Dude, this lane switching thing, it's driving me insane. I've basically tried out all possible combinations of highway routes here. I also attempted traffic lights. Without the traffic lights, as you can see, the cars from the south have no issues whatsoever. If I do install traffic lights, then the cars that go straight do not have an issue. But since people aren't merging here correctly either, it's just not working out. Oh geez, okay, that's definitely something we have to fix right now. Ah man, it's not for the lack of trying for the past 10 minutes or so. Maybe in vanilla we have to be a little more creative than just placing highways. What if we like updated this to a regular road? 2 lanes, and let's also make it one way, just to be sure, right there. Or just a regular 4 lane, let's try that. What happens with the arrows here? No, that's not really it. Oh, jeez. Are you serious? An earthquake!
Is
okay, at least it's not nearby the city. Yeah, don't panic. Jeez, I don't have time for this. We're fixing traffic. You know what? I think we got away this time. This seems to be the best configuration so far in vanilla, of course, and lane mathematics are all screwed over here. But essentially I'm giving the guys from the west more space to take the 2 left lanes if they decide to. Most of them still are gonna take the right lane, but you can see it's not backing up quite as much. Also, this traffic... Oh, no, not good. I just love this game, but I'm already halfway there to actually installing Traffic Manager. I know most of you want me to, however, I do have fun with these vanilla fixes. Traffic Manager right now would just be the easy way out. I think I found the solution, guys. A 6-lane road, right here, totally randomly. Made the traffic go fluently again. Not my proudest moment in City Skylines, but it's working. So technically that's all we have to do for each of the exits. We make that a 6-lane. Right here, also 6-lane, and we should have smooth traffic now again. Look at this, it's completely gone. I just don't understand this game. Well, I guess we gave them a lot more choices now. Oh, lovely. Okay, back to my industrial district. This needs fixing now with all the shopping that's missing. Let's see what we can do. We are back, and I actually found a second example where traffic lights are useful. Right here in this intersection. People were just clogging up here, and because nobody was going fluently in this intersection, that was causing some issues. Now I just installed the traffic lights, and slowly but surely this is gonna clear up again. I also adjusted this road to go out here instead of here, so we can have a smoother transition. Vehicles going to the right now don't have to slow down. Sharp corners also something you might want to consider. With that, our traffic flow is now back to 87%, and I assume it's gonna jump up a couple more percentages in just a second. maybe we could make this even more efficient by adding another lane right there. You know what? Let me try something crazy. I'm gonna hook this up as well, and then we're gonna upgrade this part to 2 lanes. We should now be able to remove the traffic lights again. That should go smoother this time around. And potentially if we screw with lane mathematics again and just do this, yeah, now we have 2 arrows pointing straight. That's definitely gonna be more efficient. Hooray! Now this section is finally cleared up of traffic again. Also, mind you, we shouldn't be getting much more traffic than we already have here, since it's a quite developed district apart from all the abandonment. But we're pretty much at the maximum right now. The biggest bottleneck, of course, right now is this cargo station. The trucks cannot possibly enter into the station quick enough. We might need a second one. I reinstalled the traffic lights to try out something, and I just see sometimes people are, of course, using these 4 industrial buildings, which is causing the truck behind them to stop. Since we have too much industry anyways, maybe we can just go ahead and remove some of these parts. Make sure this road isn't being used otherwise. Actually, maybe traffic lights aren't a good idea. Yeah, there we go. Definitely better without traffic lights, but that did solve another issue we had with this intersection. Last problem we have to solve is this mess right here. We can clearly see it's just the cargo terminal. The question is, could we just set up another one right here on the opposite side? That is a really good question. Let's try it out. Let's get rid of that bridge very briefly. I'm sorry, tram. And looks like we don't have enough space. Oh no, I'm so disappointed now. We could have one here, but that doesn't solve my problem. I need one for the other side of the road, so people are being more efficient about it. Loading up cargo doubly as fast. You know, maybe if we elevated this road, we could just plot it again. I mean, this is technically just the track, right? Let's try to elevate this one. I'm gonna have to go up pretty steep, then we could place the cargo station. Yeah, we don't even have to be that steep. Just cross that and go down here. That is too steep. Maybe slightly more elegantly would be this solution. Oh. No comment, please. Gonna try this instead. Okay, that might work out better. Now let's connect these up. Alright, I can actually see this working. We just have to make sure that we can also pass the tracks right there by going up here as well, crossing the rails and then join up somehow. That might just be working out. I can continue with the rails like so, joining up with this route, and then we might also want to join up with the other direction. Just going over and in here. Nice. Last but not least, we need to fix the tram tracks. Let's see what trickery we'll have to deal with. There we go. I think I got it. I just let it beneath all the overpasses we just created. Everything should be fine again. Let's check the routes actually. Yeah, they might still be messed up. But if we just... Oh no, what did I do? What did I do? I think I just created another line. Okay, that's not bad. We can just move the stops twice. There we go, back and forth. And the route is still intact. Last road we have to fix was this intersection, but it can be hooked up quite easily. Ah no, this created a nasty bump. Yeah, there we go, that's slightly better. Okay, I think we can unpause again. Should be alright. I wonder if people are now gonna utilize the cargo stations, both of them, to their full capacity. We'll see. They might also just choose to go for the new one that we placed because technically it is closer from where they start. A thing that I forgot is if you place the cargo station on the left side of the road, of course the cars that want to get out of the station have a slight problem. It still looks as though traffic is clearing up better than before, so let's just wait a couple more minutes in order to see how this develops. Intriguing, I can have a traffic light here. I want to know what that does. I think the traffic light didn't do anything at all. I don't see a change in behavior. You can clearly see what the problem is here. The only way to solve that would be to place the cargo station on the other side of the road, but that would not address the problem I was initially addressing, so not the most optimal development of this situation. I removed the zoning here in the center, and it looks as though that was the only thing it took to get the abandonment down dramatically. We just overzoned a tiny bit. Yeah, even though most of the trucks have to wait a tiny little bit before they can enter the cargo stations, we can see the traffic is fluent again. So I'm actually quite happy with this result. Something that still needs improvement is this line right here. People could be more efficient by taking this exit. As you can see, plenty of free lanes. What if we just upgraded this to 2 lanes, for instance? And of course, this is a little bit too close. 2 lanes like so. Yeah, turned out better than I anticipated. Oh wait, now it actually started. Maybe they just began to recalculate the routes. Yeah, there we go, it actually cleared up. Sometimes you just have to wait a couple of minutes. Traffic 86%, everything above 85% is usually good for me. The overall goal would be 90%, but it's fluctuating too much to always be above it. Sweet, I observed this for a couple of minutes and we definitely solved the traffic issues. However, now we need to take care of the trains. Ba, ba, ba. This must be so triggering for some, but what we can do here is simply put up a roundabout system as well. No, check this out. Not good, not good. No, okay, this is also not working without despawning. I just saw one train despawn and then they started to go again. Oh no, what's happening? I was just observing the traffic for a few minutes. In this case, we either make the roundabout much larger so we can space everything out properly, or we just merge one line after the other and do it in a very safe distance. I think I might actually do the latter because I can do this in a more beautiful fashion. First of all, we're just gonna continue all lines towards the highway, and then I guess we're gonna start merging there. Let's go ahead and do that. At this point, this is more than enough space to not clog up. And the other lines we're just gonna continue. Et voila! There we go, that should be good. Now we only have one line and plenty of space for the trains. We also need to take care of this system, and I would like to keep the roundabout at this spot. We need to try a few things out. The triangles here might just be too small. I want to attempt a different strategy. Said and done. We still have the same principle, but everything is spaced out far more. It should at least be one train size. This might be a little too cozy still. Gonna try to fix that by coming in a little steeper. Good enough. Let's test it out. Just have to fix that, unpause. Okay. Well, some of the trains, of course, just despawned. So do this and that. It's a little wonky. I'm gonna fix it as soon as I know that this concept is actually gonna work. Yeah, I think we still have to wait for a couple of minutes. They need to accumulate a bit more. I think a lot of them just got deleted there. But that's the name of the game. Deleted. The two things I notice is the trains have to wait a lot. It's like an intersection with cars, so that's not very realistic and probably the biggest reason why we want to adapt this system in the future. The second thing is, no matter how well it is working right now, it's just too wonky, guys. I can't go with rails like this. Alright then, let's check out the traffic, 85%. That's a freaking good number to wrap up the episode. Just at the end, check the traffic, 85% or more, and we're good to wrap it up. But with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. Oh no! My Oh man, so much stuff happens when I try these fixes. I wonder how many children died. Oh well, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great time, and see you soon. Bye bye.